Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Where we left off last time, we were about to head on another mission, but we have level ups to do on our characters, so we can get better frag grenades, or better flashbang grenades. We're going to go with the frag grenades for her. And Dietrich can get Earth Attunement or Fire Attunement. We can get Fire Elementals or Earth Elementals, which I think I want to go with Fire Elementals in all honesty. With our dear friend Glory, we can get Medical Specialist or Trauma Specialist. We're going to go with the Trauma Specialist. And with Blitz, who we're not bringing along, we will grab better accuracy. Yep, better accuracy. Alright, we're going to head on another mission to somewhere land. We're at 4 decking, we have our new deck equipped. We also have 4 intelligence, so we're actually a much better decker now. We're going to go to the Humanis Club compound. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Berlin area. These runners appear below your core team on the runner selection screen, and can be hired on a mission-by-mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries will periodically gain access to new equipment and skills. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities that the runner gains will be automatically available for use next time you take them on a mission. Still not bringing them along. We're just bringing our 3 standard people. We're going to the Schatten Nest. Continue? Yes. Yes, we will. The U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the edge of the Cruise Bazaar. You're only a few blocks away from Schatten Nest, the key is that maximum and smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Alright, so we're bringing our deck, obviously. We should probably sell our old one, but we'll worry about that later. We also have a Smart Link gun. We should buy a Smart Link assault rifle, I just realized that. That being said, we'll take this healing kit with us, just in case. We don't really need drugs, I think. Leave this kit here. Bring a couple frag grenades. Or bring a frag grenade. The healing kit anyways. Alright, good enough. Let's continue. Look boss, I wanted to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Don't sweat it. Even Shadowrunners have families. He nods. Alexander. He's a good kid, you know. If I'd have been there for him, if I hadn't run up to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those Humanis pigs in the first place. The expression on Dietrich's face softens and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew. Let's crack all the Humanist skulls we can along the way. The fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Hi, random food cart vendor. A matronly woman with a round face and kind eyes greets you. Her apron's caked with what looks like about a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag, what can I get for you? What do you got? Well, today we have a soya-based currywurst for $5, or a soup and sandwich combo for $10. Good, simple, stick-to-your-ribs food, perfect for a cold day like this. The currywurst. She hands you a dripping, yellowish sausage wrapped in a paper napkin. You take a big bite, immediately regret it. There's a funk to this thing that no amount of curry powder can mask. Your stomach lurches, and you idly wonder whether this decision is going to come back to haunt you later. That was, interesting. She smiles at you. It's an old family recipe. Can I get you anything else? I'll do the other one then. She hands over a small cup of steaming soup and a sandwich. Take a quick bite and swig down some of the soup. It's wonderful. Delicious, thank you. She favors you with a motherly smile. Sure thing, honey. The vendor pauses for a moment, then steeples her pudgy fingers. We don't see many strangers down at this end of the line. In case you hadn't noticed, things are a little run down here. You weren't thinking of heading out past the wall, were you? Yeah, I was. Well, it doesn't make a difference to me, but you be careful out there. The people on the other side of that wall, well, they got no respect for anyone. Thanks for the warning. She nods. Best of luck and take care of yourself. Last time she gave me a warning, even though I spent $15 on her both good and garbage food. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schockwellenreiter. Free Humanis. This is an open request for information on current and past donors to the Humanis Polyclub. Identifying information such as home addresses and photographs is preferred. The presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We will expose them to the harsh light of truth. Timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Shockwell and Richter. Wait to find the donor list. Akia's gatekeeper. A rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build holds out his hand as you approach. Whoa there, Beanpole. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. I got business on the other side of your barricade. One way or another, that's where I'm going. He stares at you, appraising look in his eyes. Well, you look like you can handle yourself, but still, I'm telling you, the people out there are bad news. There are gangs on the other side of this barricade who'd skin you alive as soon as look at you. Trust me, I've gone up against worse. He shakes his head. Alright, fine, if that's what you want, we won't try and stop you. He gestures to the troll standing behind him. Let him by, Sergey. Thank you, Sergey. I like your outfit, by the way. It's creepy, but kinda cool. We are in the Schotten Nest, which is a slum. Look at how worn down it is. Well, we found our first gang. And there's nowhere else we can really go, so we gotta talk to them. The figure at the center of this group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match Samuel's description. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, well, if it isn't the muscle the Took promised us. Look who it is, everyone. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at the PDA on his wrist, then looks back up at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, chummer. Yeah, sorry about that. I got held up at the wall. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well, you come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. If we run into trouble, you'll be glad to have me around, I guarantee it. His mouth twists up in a smirk. I certainly hope so, for your sake. Without another word, he turns and slaps the side of a bulldog step van. A second van of the same design rumbles slightly a few feet away. Pile in, people, and be ready. There's a rough country between us and the meeting site. We might run into trouble along the way. Game saved. It's never a good sign when that happens, but we'll see. "20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread on his face, you can tell that he doesn't like what he sees. Damn it, I knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. Cranes his neck around to look you in the eye. Everyone pile out of the van and get ready, Eltimar. We're gonna need some muscle in a second. As you take your position outside the van, you hear a shrill voice bark in order. A pair of portable gun turrets begins to self-calibrate in response. Sweeping your gaze over the gangsters assembled before you, you identify the owner of the voice, a leathery woman with wild hair and a mirthless smile. She calls out again, her voice brimming with pride. Hello out there, welcome to Rambok territory. Maxim licks his lips, his eyes scanning the gangers hastily assembled to the roadblock. This Kiaz belongs to this surf turf slag, has for months. You better clear on out of your way before they show up and force you out. Surf turf? Those tunnel rats? They're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Her face twists into an ugly smile. Scream as loud as you want. They won't hear you. We buried them last week. Maxim's expression turns stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. You must have taken some losses in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? There's no need for bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You just pay us a small toll, and we'll be more than happy to let you cross the bridge. I'm thinking save 500 nuyen per van. Otherwise, you better find another way to get where you're going, because this bridge is ours, and no one crosses without paying the toll. No one. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. Maxim turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these assholes, Eltimar. We got a schedule to keep. Don't worry, we got your back. He nods and draws his gun. Good. Maxim's voice comes out, but in a roar. Take him down, boys. Open fire. They have two giant turrets, though. This is the worrying... Oh, there's more people behind us. How many people are there? Where did that guy come from? It's like he was oh, wait, was that one of our guys? I don't know who's who at the moment. All I know is I'm standing out in the middle of the friggin' no man's land with turrets aiming at me, so that's never a good sign. We have a decent shot. We can also just do that. Now, who are my allies and who are my enemies? Those are my characters. That's a smuggler. That's a smuggler. That's a ganger. Those are two turrets. That's a ganger. That's a ganger, and that's a ganger. So let's move her. She's gonna be in line of sight for a lot of things. I wonder if I can shoot through that door, or that window area. Yes, cool. Well, it didn't help too much. Okay, Dietrich's turn. Now, what do I want to do? Okay, so there's full cover right here. Let's do that. Can't do haste. Don't really need to do heal at the moment. We can totally hit that turret, though. Apparently you can infect turrets with nerve bolts. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. Where can I move to in one turn that has cover? Literally nowhere. Screw it. It did not die like I had hoped. Oh, there's more guys coming out. Ow. Ow. Good, one of the turrets is dead. That's a plus. Alright, so let's make sure this turret dies. That is step one. There's a ganger here, but we can't really hit him very well. There is a ganger there that we can hit much better. Not bad damage. But we missed a whole bunch of attacks. That's better. We can electro core. We can hit those two, I think. Can't hit that ganger thug. We're just gonna have to be okay with that, I guess. I really need to get her to cover. There's nothing behind her now, though, so maybe I'll just move her down here. She's not gonna be able to act this turn. Or we can just move her like this and shotgun this dude in the face. Get rid of him. Oh, he just conjured a water elemental. That's annoying. Oh, dodge +2. Eat. That person is dead. There's still a lot of enemies left. But it looks like we're winning. Okay. So we can full auto a couple people, but no one? Oh, maybe that guy. Decent amount of damage. There goes the water elemental. We'll haste our main character, because why not? I'm actually gonna reload. Alright, what's my aiming looking like? Garbage is what it's looking like. Although if we move here... At least we have cover, I guess. We can shoot that guy. Oh, I'm still using my shotgun. Whoops. Well, at least it worked out, but still. Nice grenade. Nice grenade launcher. I like you, giant troll. You're pretty cool. We got 3 karma for eliminating the gangsters and the turrets. Alright, Maxim, what do you gotta say about that? Maxim wipes his face with a handkerchief, the cloth that comes away wet with blood-streaked sweat. That was unpleasant, all part of the job though, eh? You said it. Gotta admit, Eltimar, the attack has made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call in reinforcements. Whichever way you slice it, we won't be going into this meet at our best. When we roll up at the meeting site, be ready. We may need the element of surprise if negotiations go south. Agreed, that ambush was more than a little convenient, he nods. Couldn't have said it better myself. Back to the van. Anything around this area? Should probably take a quick look. We'll head out. Not seeing anything yet. And then after this video, I gotta do some work stuff, and then we'll try and do a dragon quest, and then... things will be fine. Hopping in the van. The courtyard of the Humanis compound is strangely quiet. The only activity you notice is the clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop. Step outside, alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, lots of crates, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. It looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanis has received. The smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. The smugglers finish unloading the last of the crates. They take up positions around the van. Minutes pass. Nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. Maxim shakes his head. That's not a good sign. It's almost as if they didn't expect us to make it here. He nods. My thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, Eltimar. I'm not sure what our next step is. Actually, we're gonna need some answers and we need to get paid. I'm gonna go have a talk with them. What are you gonna do, knock on the front door? What makes you think they'll even answer? They've done a pretty good job of avoiding us so far. Leave that to me, friend. He jerks a thumb in the direction of the Humanis compound. They'll have a hard time avoiding us when they're kicking down doors and lighting fires. His eyes widen. You gotta be kidding me. That's a Humanis compound, pal. You go in there and you ain't coming back. Humanis doesn't scare me. I've gone up against worse. Far worse. His eyes widen. You're not hired muscle at all, are you? You're a Shadowrunner here on a job. That's right. But there's no reason I can't help you out when I'm doing it. You're serious, aren't you? You're really gonna go in there? He takes a step back. Well, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you. Well, okay then. There's chemicals that we can apparently inspect. There's a warning label plastered on the side of this container. Judging by the amount of small print on the label, whatever is being stored in here is extremely bad news. What's it say? Warning, highly dangerous chemical agent. Do not take internally. Avoid contact with skin, eyes, mouth, and clothing. Increases aggression and reduces impulse control when inhaled. Avoid breathing fumes or vapor. Important, do not proceed unless material safety data sheet has been read and understood. That's never a good sign. Well, there is the door. Let's, I guess, go in. No, let's not go in quite yet. One more quick glance to make sure we didn't miss anything. Doesn't really look like it, though. Alright, I guess transition point. Here we go. In we go. Let's see what the Humanis compound has to offer us. The Humanis compound smells like a locker room and doesn't look much better. Calling the building run down would be an understatement. Paint is peeling off the cheap Duraplast walls, and the tiles on the floor are mired with decades worth of grime. It's an old ugly place, perfectly suited to the old ugly ideology being practiced here. You enter the compound. The information that Samuel Beckenbauer sent you here to find lies somewhere ahead. They all ran away from me. You hear a familiar clicking sound of an audio connection being established with your comlink. A few seconds later, a soothing voice begins speaking in your ear. Eltimar, we received reports that you may be headed into the Humanis compound. It's vital that their current leader remain unharmed. Other Humanis personnel are of little consequence, or you may deal with them as you will. But Volker Stahl is ours. Do not disappoint us. The connection cuts out. The voice in your ear is gone. Well, we have to keep the Humanis leader alive. Footlockers. There's a large red 1 painted on this footlocker. Nope. Okay. Any of the other ones open? Or are they all locked too? Okay, we're gonna need to find codes. There's an armory door. There's a security camera, so they know we're coming. The console consists of a text entry field and a virtual keypad. Written along the top of the screen in imposing font is the word Armory. Nope. Okay, none of the passwords that I could think of are the password. We will have to find it instead. There's a note and it says... There's a handwritten note sitting on the table. Hi, Capel. You came highly recommended. Anyone who did what you did to those elves will go far around here. You can hit the kitchen anytime, but otherwise stay close until otherwise told. Your locker code is 2619, locker 3, 2619. Okay, let's go open that locker. The locker opens to the click. There's a note inside. True Capel, your enthusiasm at the rally was more than commendable. Those Trog bastards really got what was coming to them. Booker wants to see you right away. His personal code is Pride. Share this with no one. I wonder if it'll work for the armory door. Nope. Okay. Must be just this door. Oh, this door's unlocked. Okay. Well, let's take a look inside. What do we got? A turret. Excellent. We don't have a rigger, do we? So we are going to be fighting this turret. Game saved. I wonder if I can tack it. Oh, it's drone control. Leave the turret alone. It is powered down currently. There's a bunch of terminals here, and a door that leads to a hall. Purge the metahumans, says the wall. Check the filing cabinet first of all. The file cabinet is crammed full of humanist propaganda. Human, you work hard, you play fair, and still you can't get ahead. But if you ever wonder why, the answer is simple. The elf is using the orc and the troll as muscle against you. Think about it. When you turn on your Tridio after a hard day's work, what do you see? The pampered elf basking in the lap of luxury, squandering the money that you could be using to feed your children. When you walk through a dark alley on your way home from the market, what do you fear? The mongrel orc and the savage troll lying in wait to rob you of your hard-earned gains. The elf, the orc, the troll, all are parasites, leeching away your prosperity and happiness. It's time to wake up and do something about it. So what are you going to do, human? Human, they say you can't get a job because of the economy, but you know the real reason, metahumans. The elf with his pretty boy looks takes the high-paid corporate desk job, rises to the top, and blocks the top positions forever, never aging, never retiring. The orc is willing to work for table scraps, driving the cost of labor down and depriving you of a decent wage. The troll takes all the manual labor jobs, that's right. Not even the sweat of your own brow can earn you a living these days. Ever wonder why the dwarf shops are all family run? Free labor, and whose businesses suffer? You guess it. We, the humans, wind up paying in reduced sales and lost wages. Every day another dwarf-run store opens, and every time that happens, more dwarves flock to our neighborhoods, driving out good, honest human businesses. They say it's for community, they say it's for protection. Why can't they keep to their own neighborhoods? What are they hiding? Stand up for your people. Stand up for what's right. Join the Humanist Poly Club. Humanist forever. God, I hate these people already. So effing racist. Let's load up a terminal. The Humanist Poly Club logo fills the majority of the screen on this terminal. A welcome message, written in cartoonishly aggressive font, appears below. Please log in to begin. After a few minutes of sifting through account sheets, you find out what you're looking for. A complete donor list for the Berlin chapter of Humanis. Download the list. You download the list to your PDA. There are quite a few well-known names on here, including a billionaire philanthropist and a children's Tridio show host. Rim. There's more terminals. Let's take a look at some of them. Hack the terminal. You gain a list of Humanist safe houses worth some new yen in the right hands. Excellent. We can sell that off. It's good we got decking up because we needed it. And this one is a batch of Humanist recruits. Alright, here's the latest group of recruits. Some of them are already showing signs of promise. Anne Klein, Hagen Keppel, Alexander Farber, Friedrich Bauer, Shin Yamada, and Gernot Schumacher. Make sure that they're assigned to their bunks in alphabetical order this time. Say to keep losing track of who is in the last batch. As always, I'm changing the code for my office. The new code is Pride, Vokerstall. You download a file containing the recruits' numeric keycodes along with the door code to your PDA. What does that mean exactly for us? I guess we can just take a look. Oh, we can get all the codes here. Alright, let's go take a look and see if we can open up some of these footlockers. Get some free loot. We already knew his, so... Alright, Klein. I'm gonna write these down in a notepad so that they're easier to try, because I'm not sure which one's which. We already know Capels, so 3 is Capels. Oh no, caps lock is on my laptop. Alright, notepad. So we already know Capels, so 4176 and 1409, 76, 2114, and 1106. So we have 5 to try, and as we determine which ones are which, we'll eliminate them, making it easier for the next ones. So, 4176, not that one. 1409, not that one. 3706, that's the one. We got some nitro. Set it to our stash. Okay, so that one's done. 4176, 409. That's the one. There's a note inside. Alexander, you've seemed less than enthusiastic in our education sessions. Please understand that we are not a shelter. We are a factory that refines the dross of society, people like you, into strong, pure warriors for humanity. I'm gonna get rid of that one and the other one. In the future, see to it that you're on time and well rested. If you drop the ball again, we're going to have a little talk about your future in this organization. Peter snatches the note out of your hands. I knew it. I knew that Alex wouldn't buy into their bullshit. He reads the note over again, his lips moving with syllables. Come on, boss, he's still here somewhere. There's still time. There he is. The locker opens with a click. Strewn in among a pile of dirty clothes, you find a cred stick. $275. Nice. We're almost done our list of people. We only have 2 numbers left. Oops. You find a note. Friedrich, I'm pleased with how well you're doing. To show my growing trust in you, I'm giving you a new assignment. In addition to your trainee duties, beginning tomorrow, I'd like you to tidy the armory. The code is Purity. See that you don't forget it. Tomorrow evening, I expect a full inventory of the weapons in our arsenal by nightfall. With it, you'll deliver me a requisition order for the weapon of your choosing. Your pick, my boy. I leave it up to you. Congratulations, Friedrich. This honor is well deserved. Well, now we have the code for the door. And the last code, it's empty. Let's go get some armory stuff. Then we'll call it a video, because we're at 28 minutes. The door slides open with a hiss. Taking all the stuff. We got a Mossberg CMDT and a new Pistola. It's an Ares Predator. Smart Link, just the same as our other one. Can we take the turret? We just don't have any drone control, which is fine. There's a box of grenades here too. We'll steal some of those. Alright, we've taken all their grenades and guns, and that's going to be the end of our video. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, in the next video, we're going to head further into the Humanis compound. Take care, guys.